Okay, yeah, so, of course, on the 2 days where I have like 2 hours free in between work and sleep, is the days where I knew I was going to miss One Piece. Surprisingly, Boku no Hero wasn't released, but of course One Punch Man came out as well. Right, so, One Punch Man 76. What's the title? You normally know the title. Ah, no you don't, right, let's get it on for a second. One Punch Man 76, Stagnation and Growth, begins with Puri-Puri Prisoner versus Free Hugger. Now, out of every villain, like every monster that was shown in this whole arc, so, you know, there was a Dracula, there's a Medusa there, you had the Commando Gorilla guy, you had all these different monsters, the Stunfisk looking one, like the Miko girl, the electric one. Yeah, I'm so glad out of all of them, it was Free Hugger who made this return, even for this, because like, when they showed them all, like it was 2 years ago now, but when they showed them all and I was like, I want to see more Free Hugger, I don't have any questions about Free Hugger now. I'm like, okay, it's all sorted with Free Hugger, don't need to fill in any more with him. I know what's going on with him, that's fine. I kind of want to know though, like, because I imagine he transformed into a monster naturally. I want to know how he turned into a monster. Because, and how he's demon level. What, so people just go up and hug him and they die? Is that what it is, or does his sign trick him in some way? And obviously it doesn't matter now because he's dead, but we get him versus our boy Puri-Puri Prisoner. I tell you what though, Murata, this chapter, he can hide his kanji. Now, this I think is a good way of how to deal with naked people in anime and manga. I'm not saying like other ways are bad, but it tends to be like, oh, a ray of light, or hot spring smoke or steam or whatever. Mate, though there was some well-placed kanji here. Just, you're like, okay, that's fine. So, we get this whole fight. Puri-Puri Prisoner can't hit him because obviously he's made of spikes, and if he does, he gets himself injured. But as we see very clearly, they emphasize it in basically a small panel that hey, Puri's got his iron ball on his chain, and then you got these people up on a building, up in the top corner, like up on a building far away, just saying like. And they're just kind of, well, they're just watching like, this guy's got to be tough for S-Class. If he's an S-Class hero, he's struggling with him. Because Puri-Puri's the lowest S-Class hero, but he's not weak. I mean, he busted through like a concrete wall and avoided gunfire, you know? He's not at all a weak hero, or just a weak person in general. So, my hair, I need a haircut and a shave. So, with Puri-Puri, and then everyone's like, well, look at that, he's got the iron ball on the chain. They're exactly the same as us. He has the iron ball on the chain, and they were just like, Puri-Puri Prisoner! You got the hit him with it! He can't hit! He won't be able to avoid that! Use it and hit him so you don't have to hurt yourself! Puri-Puri Prisoner's just like, oh, my beautiful honey's up there. They're just... And obviously, because there's that distance, I'm glad he wasn't like... I thought, because I was like, well, yeah, he should use the iron ball. Maybe, I was getting a bit excited, you know, because I think, especially if the threats are just going to grow stronger, as apparently not even the top tier monsters were coming out, and of course Saitama can take on the top tier monsters, no problem, but it'd be exciting to see different heroes do that as well. So I'd look forward to seeing like Puri-Puri Prisoner getting like even just some kind of upgrade in power, or just some new technique he learned. So even just like wearing those 2 iron balls, obviously that's not going to happen now, but like he had 2 ball and chains on each leg, so he's got a bit of a long range as well. Because I tell you what, with the speed and like the strength of his legs, if he was to whack someone with an iron ball, it's going to hurt. He could do some major damage with that. I reckon he'd probably quite easily knock down a building. Right, I'm going to pause it just for the editing. So then he eventually comes to this conclusion. He's like, that's it. That's what I've got to do. Why did I not see this before? I have to embrace the pain. I was like, oh, Puri. To be fair though, very strong. That was really effective, Puri-Puri Prisoner. He crushed him. And I'm like, exactly. I'm just happy Puri-Puri Prisoner did something. And then he was like, thank you my lovelies, mwah, mwah. And I was like, mate. And I was just a bit like, isn't it a bit weird how he's naked and he keeps staring and waving at us? He's also bleeding a lot. And then it's just this kind of, it's classic One Punch Man. It's like, they want you to think he's going to do something, they hint towards it, and then the opposite happens, and then people are just a bit like, or whatever. Once again, some of that well-placed kanji. But oh my god, Puri-Puri Prisoner. Just, okay, you can run around naked if you want, that's fine, just Wear just like, I don't know, a belt to keep your phone in or something. Or, you know, just hold it in your hand or get an earpiece. Just get an earpiece, something like that. Don't keep your phone up your butt or your bum or whatever you want to call it. Because when that started buzzing, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh no. How's he put it? I panicked. I was like, Murata, no. No. Please, no. I'm not saying there was going to be some graphic content there or anything, but, well, it didn't leave too much to the imagination, is all I'll say. So, Puri-Puri gets this phone call, and he basically gets informed of, all his honeys, like, being, apparently who've been kidnapped by the prison, when in fact they probably would have gone, yeah, let's go with him, why not, we've got a better life there than with Puri-Puri prisoner. And the detail on Puri's hand, the phone's starting to crack. Oh my god, I hope this is some ridiculous, like, character arc for him, where he's, like, so serious for the rest of the hero hunter thing, because he's like, where are my honeys? You know, I just want this. I just love this idea that, like, everyone's there, but he goes on, like, a very Sasuke-esque from Naruto, a very arc like that, where he's just like, I must avenge my honeys. I really want that so much. Just a little, just like, and you can be like, what the hell is going on with Puri-Puri? I can't wait for the moment in the final fights where he finds the honeys. They're prisoners. I'm calling them honeys from now on. Oh, it's gonna be so great. It really is. Anyway, then we cut to my boy Saitama. He's running past, obviously. You look at the damage, like, basically Free Hugger has basically gone from, like, that to that in body shape. So, that was a very deep hug that Puri-Puri prisoner gave him. And basically, Saitama's just kind of annoyed at this point. And this part I like this part, but it made me think a few things, and it's about my thoughts on the series ending, I suppose. So, with the series, so basically, I'll talk about this first. So Saitama goes on about basically everything that happened. He's like, it must have been about 3 to 4 hours or something, you know, because I'm guessing that's how the tournament ended up going. 3 to 4 hours over 2 years, though, is what I'm just thinking. It's a long time. Because it's about this time when in 2015 when the martial art tournament started, right? Oh god. By the way, just quickly, if you think the anime's coming this year, it's not. This is an example. It took 2 years for this martial arts tournament. That's probably going to be 3 to 4 episodes in the anime, I would guess. So, yeah, it's going to be a couple more years at least. I'll probably do a video on season 2 at some point, though. I think I need to make that. Anyway, back to the review, and he's like, well, man, if I was here, I could have shown my stuff, and, you know, I could have helped, and people could have seen me be a hero. And Saitama has this moment where he's like, wait, that's not why I wanted to be a hero. I've lost why I want to be a hero. And he just kind of has this thought process. He goes through his head and he's just like, you know, ever since I joined the Hero Association, I've been really bored. You know, the Hero Hunter was the thing that sparked my interest, you know? Nothing's really changed that much since he's joined the Hero Association. It's just been more stressful for him, in fact. And like he said, like, even these people who consider to be the world's greatest martial artists, they still want a challenge to me, and it's boring. And I think, here's my thing. So, with the ending of One Punch Man, now I get it. Like, I was talking about this last week in the comments, in the last One Punch Man review I did. I was talking about this in the comments with someone, and we were just talking, and and I get it, right? Like, Saitama, it's a gag manga, don't get me wrong. It's there to make you laugh, and it's there to be silly and fun. But, as it's also a shonen, or a seinen, or whatever you want to call it, there's still that part of me that in the final, I want him to have that fight. I really want him to have that fight. But at the same time I don't, because he's earned it, like he's, you know, this is his redemption arc more than anything, or just something that makes him feel alive. That's what I want more than anything. Something that gives Saitama, you know, that doesn't make him feel bored, you know, and just, I don't know, maybe friendship or family or love or whatever. But I'd rather it be just an entertaining fight that Saitama can be like, yeah, I was satisfied, I'm okay now. But, you know, he's just talking about, well, I wanted to be a hero because I've always liked heroes and I'm interested in heroes. And, you know, and he just kind of said at the end where he's like, to be honest, this was all pretty pointless. But that could be Saitama's point of view, but then it's also you can also argue like, hey, No, it's not pointless, Saitama, because you've got someone about the level of an S-class hero who wants to be a hero from now on, meaning the people are going to be safer. Sure, to Saitama himself, he's not really done anything that's going to mean anything to him, but he's inspired someone to become a hero, because Suiryu is powerful. Who knows, you might even get a few more. A couple more of the martial artists might be like, hey, I want to be a hero too. You don't know who. And we got to see, and we as the viewers got to see that, you know, there are more heroes out there than just Saitama and Moomin Rider. I mean, they're not, like, super there, but Snake and Max did great. There's no denying that they were there to fight even when they knew the odds were against them. And I thought that was excellent. But yeah, I just want him to have a good time. I'm looking forward to see where it's going next. I think next, I've been predicting this for a few weeks, because we're kind of in the aftermath now, so all the monsters have retreated, so I think we'll get two perspectives, the Monsters Association and the Hero Association kind of thing. So I predicted this a couple of weeks ago that I think King's going to show up, because he doesn't know what's going on, and he's just going to be like, I'm not scared, I'm fine. And everyone's just going to be like, wait, if King's okay with it, we don't have anything to worry about. If the strongest man in the world is not even scared of these guys, then we don't have a problem either. And then the Monster Association are going to be at the same time like, it was successful. And then they go, but what happened to Goketsu? And then like, well, he hasn't returned, and then they're going to assume Suiryu took him down, and then they're like, well, okay, so maybe the human's more powerful than we thought, and then they're going to see King swing, and they're like, right, okay, maybe we need to reevaluate this kind of thing. And then I want Garo soon, too. Garo would be great. I'd like some Garo soon, because I want to see what's going on with him, because, oh, he's going to attack Watchdog Man, isn't he? No! I like Watchdog Man! Right, but it was funny, the Puri-Puri prison a bit, and I felt bad for Saitama. I want him to have his fight. But what did you think? Comment below. Let me know how you feel about One Punch Man. How did you think this chapter was? Did you think it was good? Did you think it was not good? Because I suppose it wasn't as action heavy as the last ones have been, especially like, I suppose the last kind of 8 or so chapters have been very kind of tense, and like, you know, more powerful beings have been showing up and good fights have been happening left, right and centre. So what did you think of this chapter? Let me know. And if you'd like to see more One Punch Man stuff, maybe subscribe. That'd be nice for me. Thank you though all for watching, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Or hopefully in a couple of hours if you're here for the One Piece review as well. Cool. Thanks guys. Oh dear.